It's the melanin on. Yes, it is. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope you are doing fantastic. I am doing well. Make sure to go ahead and like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on the social medias and things, okay? It's my day off. It's a teacher work day. We getting everything finalized for report cards, okay? But I'm done. Unfortunately, you know, the building that I'm in is super old, so please excuse this loud ass heater, but I can't turn it off, honey, because it's cold. It is time to get back into episode number 2 of the Queens of R&B. Shout out to y'all for commenting on the last one. I appreciate it. Get your comments in down below. Episode number 3, I'm gonna do some shout outs. Make sure to keep liking and sharing. Let's change the algorithm, because you know, a lot of people, they're not seeing my videos. I was on hiatus, okay, but we back. And you know how YouTube does the social medias. If you're not on, they ain't gonna put you on either. So we got to get back right. So we picked back up with Tamika basically saying, I am a human being, mama. You know what she was giving me, and I am not downplaying her emotions at all, because I am a very emotional being as well when I am trying to get something across. I am that, okay? But what she was giving me was Meet the Browns too, because you remember she was in Meet the Browns, the Tyler Perry play. Yes, she was in that. So she was giving me that. I am a human being, mama. She stole my money. You knew my money. I said, you better give it to her. Mama was giving it right back to her in Meet the Browns fashion. She was like, ain't nobody stole no money from you, girl. You going crazy. What's wrong with you? Cameras, y'all better get up out of here. I was like, what is happening? Y'all are giving it to them, okay? You need to be on Sisters or something. But my question that nobody could answer was, who stole this $30,000? Because the mama saying ain't nobody stole it. Tamika saying stealing. Tasha, I guess she's still inside refilling her tea. I don't know what's going on. Can somebody help me, please? So you know where I had to go? Had to go to Candy, speak on it, her YouTube channel, because Candy, she don't mind spilling and giving the tea, okay? That's something I do. That's why I fucks with Candy. As simple as 1, 2, 3. Understanding is what the fans need. After watching 52 minutes of this while I was doing my grades, I said, I'll be damned. That sounds right. Artists from back in the day, they could get their royalties from this platform called Sound Exchange, which came out in like the early 2000s, okay? So if you could just imagine, if you were an artist from like the 2000s and back, the royalties that you did not receive, oh my God. So that was like a little hefty coin, especially since we've been watching all these unsung and shit and realizing how people did not make no money. So they were able to get their bag back. Everybody got a check individually, which was good. But come to find out, allegedly, Tamika's signature was forged, okay, when it came down to her check. Her check went to somebody else's house, okay? And then the check was cash. It seems like the mamas of the group, like Tiny and Mama, the Scott sisters mama, they were all like, did y'all hear about this? Y'all can get y'all money. And the girls was like, cool. So basically, they had signed the girls up to get this check, okay? And I guess the checks went to the mama's house. Back then, it was easy for these coins to be going all over the place. It wasn't like it is now. You can find out if somebody was even breathing on your account, okay? In order to get her coins back, she would have had to press charges for fraud, and she didn't want to do that to her sister. I get it, but at the same time, baby, you took that L on the 30K. I done went up to her and said, okay, I need my bands, okay? I'm pregnated, my daughter's in school, give me my coin, okay? What's happening? What's going on? I'm not gonna press these charges, but I need my money. Thank you so much, Candy, for clearing that up, because I was just as confused. I was like, somebody got these answers. So Candy was like, even when we did Still Kicking It, our first reality show, I was leery of doing money business with these bitches, because I don't trust them with money. Now that makes a lot of sense. Back to the show. Let's go to the Candy Factory. Tiny comes, she always makes me laugh. She's like, you should have told me you were getting all spiffy and things. And I'm about like, Candy, it's just Tuesday, but I felt like getting kicked. It's supposed to be a group meeting, and they asked Tamika, where's Tasha? And she was like, well, I mean, and then she spills about the family meeting. She tells them that she brought up the whole royalty thing. They were looking at her like, hey, why did you do that? And then she was like, her mama said that Tasha might have needed the money at the time. She said, but I was pregnant with the Atlantic Ocean, and you and your damn baby. I was like, okay. Woo, 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 woo. And Candy was like, well, what the hell? What we doing next? Can you pass those wings? Thanks. We cue to Tasha. Rocky all he wanted to know is why was my name brought up. Okay, then we go to the confessional, and here goes Tasha. We are not thieves. We're not full of thievery, but my sister does have the tendency to lie. I said, y'all, oh my God, the allegationals. This is a lot. Yikes. The message that the Scott sisters' mama left to Tamika. Oh my God. I will kick your tail. It's ungodly. I didn't raise y'all like this, but I'll beat your ass. I was like, can we leave Jesus out of this, please? Tamika is now saying that she is standing up for herself. Candy and Tiny were like, that is true, because you used to lick Tasha's booty hole. She couldn't do shit wrong. And she's like, well, now I'm doing this for me. And it's like, well, yeah, this is what happens. Cue to Tasha, and she's wondering, does she even want to stay in the group? I said, something's brewing. Let's cue to some woo-saw, some laughter. We go to Lily's. Her sister comes over, and I was like, yes, can we make some breakfast? Laugh with your sister. Ma'am, please turn that stove off. But it's good to see her come, you know, full circle. Basically, she was like, you know what? I grew up really hard. Even when I got my first check, I was just happy to get a mattress. And I was like, well, look at you now, girl, going to South Africa, going all over the place. Lily like, ain't nobody fucking with my Zen. Have a nice day. Taj and Tamika meet. And Taj ended up asking Tamika, why did you always take your sister's side? And I was like, ding, 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 good questions, Taj. And she was like, I mean, so that I could get my mother's love and attention. And I said, whoa, this is getting deep. Where is Iyanla when we need her? We end up going to Tiny's because Tiny is going to do the next meeting spot, okay? And she was like, look, I mean, I got 5 houses, 5 blenders. I forget how to operate stuff. I said, that's a good problem to have, I would think. My God. And basically she was like, you know, once I wrote no scrubs with Candy, I mean, the bag took off. So, you know, I'm doing decent. You know, God is good. I said, well, amen. Time for the meeting. Tasha came in, her energy. Ugh. You know what? I hate when people walk in the room and don't even speak. And there's a room full of people, like, we can't see you, like, you cast for the friendly ghost. Hey, how's everyone? If you don't want to speak to people individually, I can't stand when people do that. They ended up saying, let's start talking about management. Candy was like, I think we need to get new management. We get to the confessional, and Tamika was saying, now management that we have right now is good friends with Tasha and Rocky. I want to say, well, who the hell's idea was to say, okay, y'all signed up for it, didn't you? Candy was like, Tasha has to talk to her brain, aka Rocky, first before she makes any decisions. I was hollering, and then they cued to the confessional where Rocky has to talk in her ear. It was too much. I was like, oh my gosh, she is not a puppet. Tasha was like, you know what, I have to pray on it. I don't want to make any decisions just yet. There's a lot that we need to figure out before we even talk about touring and things like that. And she ends up getting up, puts her purse on the shoulder, and rolls up out of there. Tiny then follows, and I mean, Tasha was like, until we figure all this out, I don't need this money. I don't want to go on tour. I don't have to do none of this. And I was like, but you don't? Yet you're here getting recorded. I'm confused. What are we doing? We needed some more woosah time. I see how Bravo puts like drama, woosah. I see how they're doing it. I like it. We see Taj and her family. And yes, her son is about to graduate. Lord, that's a big old little boy. Lord have mercy, you better be there for those moments because, honey, you're not going to get them back. And she was like, I really am on tour. I mean, they gone. SWV is like gone throughout the year. And doesn't Eddie, isn't he a coach? So it's like, Lord, when do you see the baby? Y'all better be here for this. Y'all, okay, it is currently March. This is crunch season. So hopefully, yes, the show is out, but hopefully she's home right now between now and June because that's that. And then he's going to school, honey. You can't get your mama's back. You sure can't. We cue to Coco and her family, and her son wants to be in the music industry, and we've seen him on some of the shows. And she also talks about her oldest son. He's an emo rapper. Okay, I don't know what he be doing, but that's nice. But they were really looking at her youngest son like, I thought she wanted to be a dentist friend. And he was like, but I really want to try. You can tell that Coco wants him to follow his dreams and be happy, but she also knows how the industry is. So she's like this. She's like, I want you to be happy, but then again, no, I don't. I want you to have something stable, and I don't want you to be all over the place, friend. And he's like, I understand, but he looks like, I'm gonna do what the hell I want to. You might as well, honey. You're this young. Go ahead and do it, but still be in school. Like, you can do both. We go to the Candy Factory. Candy is working on some new music, and yes, She did say it on Speak On It that she's gonna release it. Release these songs, honey. Yes, we be talking about you and we be saying, oh, but I want to hear it. It sounded like a cute little bop. She went, I like lollipops. I don't know what the hell she was singing, but it sounded like a little bop. Okay, release it. Tasha said that Kandi felt a type of way when she was singing lead all those years, and Kandi had something to do with her solo project being shelved. I said, ooh, sidebar to Speak On It. Kandi was like, when the third album was acting all messy and stuff, and Tasha was in negotiations to have her own solo deal and left back in 98, she was like, that's what made me get in my bag and start writing songs like Bills, 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 no scrubs. Here comes the bag alert. She said, that's when I started making money, okay? Not when I went solo. That made me think, what if they wouldn't have done any of that? What if she saw that Tasha was gonna go solo and she was like, well, it's just not my time for us? What if she'd have sat down? My God, how the game would have changed. Would there have even been a show right now with SWV? Would they even be called the Queens of R&B? Would they have done a versus? Would they have done any of that? Would Destiny's Child still be the original foe with Latavia and LaToya? I don't know. Would TLC still be TLC? I mean, Waterfalls did come out, so they might have, but no scrubs really put them, and I'm pretty. All of them really put them over on the map. But everything happens for a reason, but it just makes me think, like, would there have been what has been? She also said that when her and Tiny were thinking about being executive producers, that Rocky and Tasha had even told them, like, who gonna let y'all executive produce? She said, but look at us now. I said, ooh, that's a word. Because you have to be careful what you say to people. Sometimes when you're speaking into people's negativity, you're also projecting your own shit, okay? The own things that you couldn't do, okay? Sometimes people are projecting onto you what they are not able to do. Ah, my God, my God, my God, my God. And it will come back and bite your ass. It sure will. Todd said that Tasha is jealous of what Kandi became and what she didn't become. I said, my God, Todd. You better, ooh, that was a word. And yes, what are they really mad at this point? I mean, please get Tasha on Speak On It so that she can speak on it. Rocky did say it best to his wife, and hopefully she understood, is you gotta now be comfortable with yourself and what you can do. Like, what we gonna do? Start new, start fresh. Which brings us to Motown Gospel. I'm guessing she did sign. She has a new song that's out, a new video is out, and I believe her new album comes out on Good Friday, which is good. Wonderful, wonderful. The Motown Gospel people were like, so you don't know, they don't know that you're meeting with us? And she was like, I know they don't know. And I'm sitting here like, why not? You gotta sit in firm what you are doing, ma'am. You have to be okay with that. And I think altogether it's just a mess. Like, did you just get on here because you're on TV now and this helped with the signing? Why can't you do both? I was just a little confused. But down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what are your thoughts when it comes to the show? Let's talk about episode number 2. Episode number 2 was pretty good. I can't wait to see your comments. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace, love, and war. That good stuff. God bless.